Steve O. A graduate of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Clown College, he got his start in television by puking up a goldfish, becoming the clown prince of MTV's Jackass, alongside Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera and the rest of the Jackass crew, and has starred in 5 Jackass movies with the gang. Steve has tried many professions. He's been a wild boy with Chris Pontius, a doctor, and most recently, Steve-O has become a comedian, touring across the globe with his comedy and stunt show, The Entirely Too Much Information Tour, and has become a published author with the book Professional Idiot, a Memoir, an autobiographical look at the life of one of the craziest men in Hollywood. I was fortunate enough to get an interview with him backstage after his comedy show in Perth. Take a look. Alright, Steve, so you've recently started your Too Much Information comedy tour. What's been the best thing about it so far? I'm so professional.
Probably my favorite thing is going around and meeting up with message board people, man. You know, I mentioned at least one of my favorite things about it.
Have you found yourself becoming, like, because you're doing comedy, have you found yourself becoming a funnier person outside of the show?
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit? Yeah.
I don't think a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but maybe a little. I think I'm a pretty funny guy sometimes anyway.
Yeah. So of course you got your start on Jackass. We have to ask a Jackass question. What's your fondest memory of your time with the boys?
Oh, I don't know, man. No, I can't think of ever one that sticks out. Like, you know, we've done a lot of shit together. It's just always good to be able to, you know, there's just something about us being together that's rad. You know, I'd say the whole damn time.
And I've got to ask this one. After Jackass you did Wild Boys, and after 3 Jackass movies, people are asking, is there any chance for a Wild Boys movie?
Definitely not.
No, definitely not? Okay, so
definitely not.
So you've recently joined Twitter and Facebook. What's that whole experience been like?
I'm taken aback by how much fan art there is, by how many Steve-O tattoos there are. Just all these crazy fans I didn't know about.
Oh, true.
Like, it's like, wow, dude, you know, fuck.
It's like overwhelming, so.
A little overwhelming, yeah, I didn't know. There's a lot of annoying, creepy people on there, too. It's like, okay, like. But, I don't know, I've been like, I'm still pretty new to it, so I'm still like, responding to like everything. I feel like as long as I'm doing these shows, I want to thank everyone who puts the picture up on my wall.
Oh, so do you see an end in sight to like your responses, or do you think it's going to be?
I can't imagine that I'm going to keep up with as many responses as I'm.
No, as you have.
You know, yeah, doing now.
So you said like a few times that you entertain people and it makes like their cancer disappear. Like, can you tell us more about that philosophy?
Laughter is definitely one of the better things for cancer, you know. I think stress is a cancer causer and laughter is like the opposite of stress, maybe. I consider my job to be, my job title, I would say, is distraction therapist. And what that means is I feel as though it's my duty to entertain people in such a manner that whatever problems they have are no longer at the forefront of their mind.
Alright.
I like to think that I make people's problems go away, albeit temporarily.
Alright, yeah, that's genius.
It sounds pretty noble when I put it that way.
Yeah, it does actually.
Yeah.
The Big Ten!
What is your favourite word?
Maybe rad. I say rad a lot.
What is your least favourite word?
Aneurysm.
What turns you on?
Hot chicks.
What turns you off?
Creepy dudes.
What sound or noise do you love?
My dogs.
Yeah. What sound or noise do you hate?
The alarm clock going off in the morning.
The worst thing. What's your favourite curse word?
I'll go with shit fuck.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I went to college initially to try to become a creative advertising executive or consultant or whatever. I'd like to get into creating advertising. That'd be kind of cool.
You're definitely suited for it as well. So on the flip side, what profession would you not like to do?
You know, ever since I saw that, there's this movie called Crazy People. Have you ever heard of it? It's fucking great.
Is it good?
Crazy People. It's got Dudley Moore, Daryl Hannah. It's this advertising executive guy, right? And he's fucking bonkers, out of his mind, you know? And like he makes all these advertising campaigns, but then he somehow gets locked up on a funny farm, you know, like a full-on like asylum.
Oh.
And he's like trying to do like his trying to make some ad campaign, and like the crazy people in there, they're like, oh, we want to help you, and so they make these fucking, it's like these really fucking bonkers off the wall insane people making like these ads, and then his like thing gets switched, so like the crazy people from the funny farm, there's their ads get submitted to the actual thing, and they start showing up everywhere, and everyone goes crazy for them. They're fucking shit flying off the shelves, and you're like, oh my god. So now all of a sudden they have to go to the funny farm and like literally like, hey guys, like we need more. You know? And like you got these crazy people. He's like, this guy's like I Porsche, it's a little bit too small to get laid in, but you get laid as soon as you get out.
Okay, how about this? Porsche. It's a little too small to get laid in, but you get laid the minute you get out. Is that enough fucking punch for you?
And it's just like, and I mean, it's just like, it's such a great fucking movie because it's all just full of like, just like these guys are having a blast, just coming up with like the fucking, just the dumbest fucking, and they're making TV commercials, and they're making just everything they make is fucking fantastic, dude. It's really fucking fantastic. I want to watch it again.
So do I.
But I think that, yeah, it's called Crazy People.
No, yeah, I'm definitely.
I want to say Crazy People with Daryl Hannah and Dudley Moore. And just that movie alone, I think. I saw it before I decided what I wanted to do in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
They had this place all wrong. Everybody's welcome.
I call this the bonus question. If our roles were reversed and you were interviewing you, what question would you ask Steve-O?
What book would you want to encourage people to read?
And what was
I would want everyone to read Ishmael.
Ishmael?
Yeah, by Daniel Quinn.
I want to read that now.
I was at this great little place, the Bliss Organic Cafe in Adelaide, and they've got all these like great books and vegan food and cruelty free shit and like and all this fantastic shit that I love, and they're in one of the books I saw that a used copy of Ishmael, and I was like, oh, and there's this cute little like 15-year-old girl with her mom, you know, and I bought it for her and I wrote it like in there, and so I'm waiting for her to see what she says. It's an important book, man. I think what Brad already read it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he liked it. It's a novel about a gorilla teaching a man about what's wrong with mankind and how to save the world.
Oh, nice.
It's not like a lot of people are like, oh well, I can't make a difference, you know, I can't like save the world, like, but it's like, all right, but like you don't understand. It's not like like not save the world isn't an option. You know, like we're in the process of wiping ourselves out, and it's just kind of like a history of like where we went wrong. Like built into this novel, it's like a real history of like the fall from grace, like as it like really went down, you know, like what the meaning of the tree of knowledge of good and evil really means, and it's just fucking rad, man. It's written as a novel, and it's fascinating the whole time, and like it changes the way you look at the whole world. It really does. Yeah. I highly recommend it. It's the most worthwhile book. I would say even read that, like more importantly than read my book.
True. That's good. Oh, well, I need something to read in the plane tomorrow.
I'm reading both.
Well, I choose one or the other. And finally, what advice would you give to anyone who wants to be an entertainer like yourself? Well, not exactly like yourself, but an entertainer.
You know, I would say that, I don't know, man, like, it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter if it's entertaining you want to do, or whatever you want to do. My advice is to just start doing it, you know? Don't, like, wait for a hypothetical time in the future when the stars might be in the right place for you to do something, and, like, regardless of what it is you want to do, don't talk about it, just fucking do it, man. Like, whatever you want to be an entertainer, great, be an entertainer, start now, go, you know? And entertain, you know? And, like, instead of telling people about it, like, come up with something to show for it, you know? Like start making footage and show it, like, hey, how do you like this? You know, and figure out a way to do it that other people can't replicate with ease, you know? Like, because it's really easy to get your ideas stolen. So, I don't know. Yeah, just get off your ass and make it happen. This is my advice for anybody in any venture.
Oh, nice. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, bro.
All right, brother. Good sweat, man. Good job.
Cheers.